Have you ever wondered what the benefits are for going forward with further charges when a defendant is already serving a life sentence? Let's answer this question by comparing a former solicitor, Alec Murdaugh, who has been convicted of killing his wife and son. So this disgraced former solicitor is currently serving 2 consecutive life prison sentences, and I will explain how important this term consecutive is a bit later on. Yet Alec Murdaugh is still facing several financial fraud claims yet to be tried in court. Let's hear from the judge on these cases yet to be dealt with.
I've had to consider many things, and we have this case, and I'm also assigned to preside over 99 others, at least 99 other cases. Though testimony has come up regarding many of those other cases, I will not make any comment with regard to any other pending matter, as I have been assigned those cases as well.
So you might be thinking, how can there be justice in spending more taxpayer money on a defendant who is already serving a life sentence? Surely that's a waste of government funding for all of us. Then I found the best answer to this question in a UK recent court sentencing hearing, where a disgraced former police officer, Wayne Couzens, who was already serving a whole life sentence for abducting and sexually assaulting, then brutally killing Sarah Everard, had further charges from other women who had made complaints to the police that he had assaulted them. Let's listen to a UK judge explain why it is important for a victim to have justice.
To 5 purposes of sentencing, identified as punishment of the offender, reduction of crime, reform and rehabilitation of the offender, protection of the public, and the making of reparation. None of these purposes is directly relevant to sentencing this defendant for the present offences, as he is currently serving a whole life sentence for the kidnap, rape, and murder of Sarah Everard in March 2021. The sentence I pass today will not affect that whole life term. Given the sexual nature of the present offences, notification is automatic. That, too, is academic. A surcharge order will apply in the ordinary way. But sentencing also serves as a public recognition of the fact that offences have been committed, to note the impact upon the victim or victims, and where appropriate, to mark with gratitude their courage and resilience in reporting the offences, giving statements about what happened to them, and being prepared to follow through by giving evidence at any trial. Without that persistence and fortitude by members of the public who've been offended against, justice could not happen.
So there it is. The answer is twofold. Justice is not only about a punishment for a defendant and a deterrent for others, it is also a vindication for the victim, that they were believed, that they were reasonable to report it, that the fear they felt was something that others should be warned about, that the courage it took to speak out, that needs to see a just result. Otherwise, justice would not be served. And this is no different for Alex Murdaugh. For justice to be served, there needs to be a public record of the financial fraud claims, to be tried in open court, even though he is currently serving 2 life sentences. The other benefit is if for any reason the murder sentences are overturned, let's say on appeal, then the defendant will still have to serve the sentence on the additional convictions. And that is why it is important that the additional prison sentences run consecutively, which means the defendant will serve them back to back, one after the other. Otherwise, if they run concurrently, the defendant serves them at the same time. Well, I hope you found today's video interesting, and information is power. Why not subscribe and watch more of our videos? If you need legal help, contact legal-minded friends.